Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Winter is here, and that means it's the perfect time to schedule your winter service inspections at Grossenberg Implement. Now is the time to book your appointment and get ahead of the rush. And here's a deal you don't want to miss. Bring your planter or baler in with your tractor, and you'll receive a free implement inspection with any paid tractor inspection. Don't wait. Stop by any of the 9 Grossenberg Implement locations and talk with a service manager today. Get on the list and get a jump on a trouble-free season. Grossenberg Implement. Service, the other half of a great product.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in attics to rodents in walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight Donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
At McKee Ford, we've got it. F-Series, Super Duty, Rangers, and Mavericks. All with up to $12,393 off MSRP.
See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
The DWU Culver's Classic is back for 2026.
3 from the corner, good! A huge
36 teams travel to the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell. Action begins on 9 a.m. on February 13th and 14th, with all games streamed on Live Ticket TV on pay-per-view. $12.99 per game or $94.95 for all 18 games. The 2026 DWU Culver's Classic, February 13th and 14th, inside the world's only Corn Palace and on Live Ticket TV.
Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. It's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group. Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, Exit 48, Somerset.
At Security First, we support all the essential banking stuff, like school sports. We also support mobile deposits. But have you ever heard a mobile deposit belt out your school fight song with a mouthful of popcorn? I don't think so. Any bank these days can snap a picture of your check. Only a community bank could snap a picture of you spilling your nachos as your team scores the game-winning point. Security First, the bank you cheer with. Member FDIC.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota-owned, family-owned, Bowie Foods.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Winter is here, and that means it's the perfect time to schedule your winter service inspections at Grossenberg Implement. Now is the time to book your appointment and get ahead of the rush. And here's a deal you don't want to miss. Bring your planter or baler in with your tractor, and you'll receive a free implement inspection with any paid tractor inspection. Don't wait. Stop by any of the 9 Grossenberg Implement locations and talk with a service manager today. Get on the list and get a jump on a trouble-free season. Grossenberg Implement. Service, the other half of a great product.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats and attics to rodents and walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget, Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and LaSalle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and LaSalle.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
At McKee Ford, we've got it. F-Series, Super Duty, Rangers, and Mavericks. All with up to $12,393 off MSRP.
See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
The DWU Culver's Classic is back for 2026.
3 from the corner, good! A huge
36 teams travel to the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell. Action begins on 9 a.m. on February 13th and 14th, with all games streamed on live ticket TV on pay-per-view. $12.99 per game or $94.95 for all 18 games. The 2026 DWU Culver's Classic, February 13th and 14th, inside the world's only Corn Palace and on live ticket TV.
Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however, connecting you to what matters most.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group. Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
At Security First, we support all the essential banking stuff, like school sports. We also support mobile deposits. But have you ever heard a mobile deposit belt out your school fight song with a mouthful of popcorn? I don't think so. Any bank these days can snap a picture of your check. Only a community bank could snap a picture of you spilling your nachos as your team scores the game-winning point. Security First, the bank you cheer with. Member FDIC.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota-owned, family-owned, Bowie Foods.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Great news. I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Winter is here, and that means it's the perfect time to schedule your winter service inspections at Grossenberg Implement. Now is the time to book your appointment and get ahead of the rush. And here's a deal you don't want to miss. Bring your planter or baler in with your tractor, and you'll receive a free implement inspection with any paid tractor inspection. Don't wait. Stop by any of the 9 Grossenberg Implement locations and talk with a service manager today. Get on the list and get a jump on a trouble-free season. Grossenberg Implement. Service, the other half of a great product.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats and attics to rodents and walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
At McKee Ford, we've got it. F-Series, Super Duty, Rangers, and Mavericks. All with up to $12,393 off MSRP.
See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
The DWU Culver's Classic is back for 2026.
3 from the corner, good! A huge
36 teams travel to the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell. Action begins on 9 a.m. on February 13th and 14th, with all games streamed on Live Ticket TV on pay-per-view. $12.99 per game or $94.95 for all 18 games. The 2026 DWU Culver's Classic, February 13th and 14th, inside the world's only Corn Palace and on Live Ticket TV.
Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing, in that magic moment, how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group. Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Paramedic ambulance service says he may pull service out of Minnehaha County. The company's CEO told the Minnehaha County Commission this week that his company has been unable to make a profit. He asked the commission to supplement the company's base contract with a new one for transportation of deceased persons. MedStar says they're also upset they haven't been granted a $90,000 subsidy other rural ambulance services have received. Commissioners say their application is incomplete, seemed confident they could retain ambulance services regardless of what MedStar decides to do. And that will take us into our obituaries tonight. Michael David Anderson, formerly of Newell, passed away on January 7th in Colorado Springs. Funeral Mass will be held tomorrow at Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Colorado Springs at 10 a.m. with a rosary at the church 30 minutes preceding the funeral Mass. A celebration of life will be held at a later date in Mike's hometown of Newell, South Dakota. Memorial services for Beverly Kirk, age 67, of Cody, Nebraska, will be held Friday, January 30th at 10 a.m. at the New American Legion in Martin. Joseph Thomas Carson will be laid to rest with military honors at Black Hills National Cemetery on Friday, January 30th at 1:30 p.m. Services for Arnold Burnell Harmson are planned for 1 p.m. Saturday, January 31st at the Black Hills Cowboy Church on Old Highway 14 in Beulah, Wyoming, with interment to follow at Mount Moriah Cemetery in Sundance. A celebration of life for Kevin Klein will be held Saturday, January 31st from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Deadwood VFW Club in Deadwood. Funeral services for Carol Madsen Kleinhexel will be held on Monday, February 2nd at 11 a.m. at the Kincaid Funeral Chapel in Sturgis, with visitation 1 hour preceding the services at the chapel on Monday. Graveside services will be 12:30 p.m. Monday at Black Hills National Cemetery. Services, celebration of life for Kathleen Hart, age 64, of Piedmont, will take place Saturday, February 7th at 11 a.m. at Lifeway Church in Rapid City. And the services for Virginia, Caroline Gerbrocht, age 75 of faith, will be Saturday, February 7th at 1:30 p.m. at First Presbyterian Church in Sturgis. That's your day in review news and obituaries on this Thursday.
Monument Health's Community Health Summit is back at Black Hills Stock Show and Rodeo. Free preventative screenings and demonstrations are available, including a teaching kitchen and blood pressure checks. Returning this year is Doc Talk Live. Bring the family to the Kids Zone featuring interactive activities for children. Find the Monument Health Community Summit at the entrance of the Rodeo Zone in the Ice Arena for screenings, technology showcases, and your Tough Enough to Wear Pink shirts.
Every Saturday morning at 9:05, the Sabres Agency presents the KBHB Radio Auction live on the Big 81. Brought to you by Sabres Farmers Union Insurance on South Junction Avenue in Sturgis since 1985.
From ABC News Tech Trends, sleep trackers like those found in Apple Watches and Fitbits may actually be affecting the quality of one's sleep.
There is a drawback for some, and we sense that this is more common in individuals that really seek perfection in a lot of aspects of their lives.
Dr. Rebecca Robbins of Harvard Medical School says the term orthosmia is used to describe when someone puts so much focus on sleep data that it actually makes their sleep worse. Dr. Tom Hildebrand is an associate professor of psychiatry at the Icahn School of Medicine. He says sleep isn't the only metric that can be troublesome.
When you're bombarded with all of this constant information about your heart, your sleep, your weight, your fitness level, all of this stuff, I think a lot of times the trouble comes from we're putting a lot of that expectation for understanding on the individual.
So if you are feeling this way, says Robbins,
I'd say take a break and try to come back to it when you're ready to engage with it in a healthy way.
With Tech Trends, I'm Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
When First Dakota National Bank created Dakota Mac in 1993, we knew we could offer ag producers something few other banks dared to. Long-term, fixed-rate loans for ag real estate refinances and purchases. Today, we go by Landera, and we provide the same great service. And even more banking options to help your operation thrive for generations to come. Banking evolves. Trust endures. Landera, a division of First Dakota National Bank.
We're good at making excuses for things we don't want to do.
I can't work late because my cat has a job interview.
Unfortunately, we're also good at making excuses for things we shouldn't do, like driving drunk.
There's nothing on the back roads but cows.
The truth is, there's no good reason to drink and drive, not even if you stick to the back roads. If you drink, don't drive. No excuses. Brought to you by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, South Dakota Broadcasters Association, and this station.
From ABC News, Wall Street now. Major market indexes were mixed in Thursday's trading. The Dow was up 56 points at the close. The S&P lost 9, and the Nasdaq fell 172 points. Shares of Microsoft fell in the company's worst daily performance in years, despite reporting better than expected revenue for the final quarter of 2025. Shares of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp parent company Meta rallied on news it beat profit expectations, even as the company has pledged to continue massive investments in developing artificial intelligence. Starbucks announced plans to open hundreds of new stores across the U.S. and add seating in existing locations. Executives plan smaller stores that are cheaper to build but still offer seating and drive-through service. Russian oil company Lukoil says it plans to sell its international assets to the U.S. Carlyle Group as the firm faces U.S. sanctions. The sale still requires approval from the U.S. Office of Foreign Assets Control. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Let's get this party going!
Live at the Loud American Sturgis Pop Rocks. April 25th. Get tickets at loudamericansturgis.com. Pop Rocks. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Saturday. Live at the Loud American Sturgis. Home of the legendary Steak Tip Dinner. Pop Rocks live Saturday, April 25th. Live at the Loud American Sturgis Pop Rocks.
Produced by HomeSlice.
Storage Plus Containers would like to welcome you to the Black Hills Stock Show and Rodeo. Known for transparent pricing, free delivery up to 50 miles, and old-fashioned customer service, Storage Plus Containers has become one of the largest shipping container companies in South Dakota. The rugged durability of shipping containers make them the ideal solution for protecting your valuable possessions from the elements. Whether you're buying or renting, we maintain a large inventory of 20-foot, 40-foot, and multiple door containers at our storage yards in Belle Fourche and New Underwood. Upon delivery, our purpose-built trailers are capable of unloading your container without the need for forklifts or loaders. Storage Plus Containers also has fabrication facilities in Belle Fourche, where we modify shipping containers into tiny homes, offices, cabins, you name it. Visit our website, storagepluscontainers.com. That's storagepluscontainers.com for complete details, and enjoy the show.
Thanks for joining us for today's Top Ag Headlines. I'm Colton Young on the Northern Ag Network. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has designated 4 Montana counties as primary natural disaster areas, allowing the USDA Farm Service Agency to extend emergency credit to producers recovering from the disasters through emergency loans. According to the United States Drought Monitor, Blaine, Broadwater, Fergus, and Jefferson counties suffered from intense drought conditions during the growing season and are now eligible for emergency assistance. And the Montana Stock Growers Foundation has awarded the Sweetgrass County Animal Science Center with $1,000 in grant funding to help the construction of a new facility. The Montana Stock Growers Foundation also awarded a $1,000 scholarship to assist with program tuition to a qualifying MSGA member who was accepted into the Real Montana program.
Western Ranch Supply, your trusted farm and ranch partner for over 70 years. Working hard for you and your operation, providing the right tools, knowledge, and quality to ensure your success year after year. Doing business on a handshake still means something to us. Locally owned and operated in Montana. We are only a call or click away. Western Ranch Supply, serving the big country.
Contain the beast. Winter, spring, and durum wheat growers, I'm talking to you. Iron Gate herbicide is a novel premix of 2 leading actives to control broadleaf weeds and grasses like never before, especially brome. Tank mix versatility, a flexible application window, and a low use rate make it your best-in-class choice flush after flush. Lock in serious weed control this season. Ask for Iron Gate herbicide from UPL. Always follow application instructions.
The Renewable Fuels Association is applauding President Donald Trump for reaffirming his support of the nation's ethanol industry. During a stop in Iowa, the president urged Congress to quickly send him legislation allowing year-round sales of E15, saying that he would sign the bill without delay. RFA President and CEO Jeff Cooper says that President Trump understands that one of the fastest ways to strengthen the farm economy is by opening what he calls a vast new market opportunity for grain-based ethanol. And be sure to join us next week in Billings for the 2026 Montana Soil Health Symposium, hearing from several speakers discussing regenerative ag practices. Some speakers include hearing Eric Wickens from the Wickens Ranch, Brian Busing of Olive Branch Pork, and Corey and Wendy Falk with KW Ag. You can learn more about the symposium at mtsoilhealth.org. I'm Colton Young, Northern Ag Network.
Shop unbeatable values on famous brand flooring at the Carpet Garage in Rapid City. Right now, save 15% on beautiful Mohawk carpet and hard surface flooring. Partnering with the most trusted names in flooring, the Carpet Garage team will bring style and fashion to any floor in your home. And all flooring is backed by our satisfaction and low price guarantees. 15% off Mohawk flooring. Shop the Carpet Garage in Rapid City, located 1 block south of Interstate 90 off Haynes Avenue.
Winter savings are in full swing at Trav's Outfitter. Don't miss our January clearance sale going on now. Take 30% off of Sitka and $30 off kids' winter boots. Grab men's quarter zips for just $29.99. Quality gear, serious warmth, and real savings only at Trav's Outfitter. Find us at 413 North Campbell Street in Rapid City, the old Kmart building. Trav's Outfitter, best selection, best service, no BS.
Hi, everybody. It's time now for today's market news summary here on the Northern Ag Network. I'm Coulter Brown. Well, cattle futures move lower today as box beef prices come down and we wait for the cash-fed cattle market to trade. Yesterday, though, the market jumped higher, trading as high as it has since mid-October. So today we gave some of that back with March feeders down 72 cents at $365.12, April at $363.22, down $1.07. In the live cattle, the February contract, $1.32 lower at $235.50. April $237.27, down $1.45. Tomorrow we've got the cattle inventory report coming out. That'll tell us whether or not the cattle industry has finally entered an expansion phase after 6 years of liquidation. Looking to the feeder market in Torrington yesterday, steers sold steady to 10 higher with 550 to 6 weights from 479 to 492. Upper 6 weight steers 404 to 429. 7 weight steers 380.
Fentanyl is a power.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
At Security First, we support all the essential banking stuff, like school sports. We also support mobile deposits. But have you ever heard a mobile deposit belt out your school fight song with a mouthful of popcorn? I don't think so. Any bank these days can snap a picture of your check. Only a community bank could snap a picture of you spilling your nachos as your team scores the game-winning point. Security First, the bank you cheer with. Member FDIC.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota-owned, family-owned, Bowie Foods.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union insurance agent today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
With us here tonight as we see the Sturgis Scoopers continue what's been a very successful season so far. In fact, the Scooper boys are red hot and rolling. We'll talk about them here in just a little bit. Up first, our Sturgis Scooper girls, Greg Gloat and Gary Matthews with you on the air tonight. Coach Bob Havela will be joining us for the boys varsity matchup coming up here in about half an hour. Thank you, my friend. Glad to have you here again tonight.
It's a pleasure. This is great.
Can you believe we are already almost to the end of January? That means the state dual tournament is just around the corner. State individual tournament is just a month away. And these Scooper girls are doing pretty well. It's senior night tonight. We recognize one of the girls who'll be wrestling tonight.
We did. Brooklyn Baird is our one lone senior. Got an opportunity to honor her in front of the crowd tonight. She's going to go on and do great things. She's been just such a pleasure to work with in the room, and she's just a great person. Got written down here. She plans on continuing wrestling in college. She's going to Luther College in Decorah, Iowa. Plans to wrestle, play in the band, and then she's going to do a little studying of psychology and go into occupational therapy later. So she'll be pretty busy in the years to come.
She and Annalie Pearson, Greg, are the only two wrestlers tonight. The Belle Fourche girls, they have more wrestlers. Just for some reason, they didn't show up here tonight. They didn't weigh them in.
I'm not real sure. They only wrestled, or they only weighed in two girls. Annabelle Dighton at 110 and Jasmine Reason, I believe, if I'm correct.
Yep, you're correct.
We'll get to see those two. At 110 and 120 pounds, they're going to take on, providing they don't move anything around.
Right.
Annalie Pearson will get to wrestle Annabelle Dighton, and I'm sorry, who was the Nevaeh, of course.
Yep, Nevaeh Peters at 120
will
get the other one
tonight. Gets Jasmine Reason tonight.
Yep.
So.
Well, Brooklyn Baird, she is honored as one of our seniors for the Scooper girls this year. She doesn't get a wrestle tonight, but the outlook for her at the state tournament, she wants to bring home that first place tournament in the worst way. And my goodness, I think she can do it.
Without question.
Yep.
She's got the talent and the skill. Get her in the right mindset to believe that is her wrestling mat and that she's going to go out and win every single match while she's on her mat.
She would have loved to have had a matchup here tonight versus the Belle Fourche Broncs, but she'll be idle tonight. She'll get the forfeit win tonight because, like we said, we only have 2 girls matches, and there are only 2 JV matches tonight, too, and we're going to intersperse them in between the girls and the boys varsity. And I think you said one of the boys will be wrestling twice tonight.
Yeah, I believe Belle Fourche,
one of the
Belle Fourche kids
boys
gets to wrestle 2 different scoopers. So stepping up and going to do that. That's pretty cool. I did want, not to go back too far, but back with Brooklyn, during senior night, they give an interesting stat.
Yep.
She is 50-1 in dual matches in her high school career, and she's never lost a dual match at home.
She is undefeated here at West Gymnasium. And I'm sure she does not take that record lightly. I think that's something she hopes will probably like to keep intact.
No doubt.
She won't get the chance tonight because, she'll get the win tonight, the forfeit win. But I think there's one more home duel left on the season, and she's probably hoping she can keep that undefeated record intact on that next one.
No doubt, and I'm sure she can. She's an extremely capable wrestler. She's fun to watch, and she's just kind of a bully out there. And she's a strong wrestler. Just love watching her.
That's okay that she's a wrestling bully.
Yeah.
I mean, that is wonderful. And boy, the seniors, like you said, the time goes so fast. It is just incredible that we are already on senior night tonight, and these Scooper Wrestling seniors have had quite a season, both the girls and boys. It's been another interesting but spectacular year for both clubs.
Oh, they've been doing so well. The boys, true to form from last year, the boys have yet to knock on wood, they're going to keep their nose to the grindstone. But they are up to this point anyway. They're undefeated in tournaments and in duels. They've won every single thing that they've entered, which kind of just has become their way. So we'll see if they can continue that through the remainder of the season. The girls program has grown. Last year got an opportunity to go down to like Casper and wrestle, and they picked up their very first team win, team win, and got to bring home a trophy. So that was a big step for them. And they went down to Belle Fourche, which is tomorrow and this weekend, and they won that tournament as well in close fashion. This year. They've been lights out. As a matter of fact, last week went down to Chadron. We participated in that tournament for the first time this year, for a long time rather. But this year got to go down to Chadron and see some Nebraska schools, some South Dakota schools, Wyoming, Colorado. It was a great big tournament, and the Scooper girls ended up taking second.
Brought home second place
in that tournament. They did a really nice job. Talking to some of them, they were, they're getting accustomed to winning now as well, and so they were a little bit disappointed that it was second and not first. But that's the drive that the Sturgis Scooper Wrestling Room creates, and good big things left to come from the girl wrestlers of Sturgis.
What's the we hate to throw out predictions, Greg, but how's it looking for the girls' roster? How many do you think will be sending to the state tournament this year for the individual tournament?
Boy, that's such a great question. We've got some real horses, and some of them that are ranked. I think, out of the 14 weight classes. Yep.
Certainly more than half.
More than half,
indeed.
which will be amazing because again, growth from last year. We had 4 wrestlers in the state tournament, I believe, last year, and that number will grow quite a bit. If we have a tough region, and
we do.
And with Rapid City Stevens and Rapid City Central, those teams have got some hammers on them. So they, it's not a walk in the park to go to regionals and even qualify for state. But if you do, you can make a serious run at the state tournament because our region is as tough as they come in the girls division.
It's a big accomplishment, to be sure. Switching to the boys just real quick, and of course we'll talk more about them as we get closer to their duel coming up here against Belle Fourche. But they went out to the East-West duels, and I guess for lack of a better term, they kicked butt. And I mean, beat some of the 4 big East River schools. Brandon Valley was one of them, and they came home 4-0.
Yes, they did.
And I think those East River schools were thinking, oh man, here we go again. Here come the Sturgis Scoopers into the state tournament. And the Scooper boys have a legitimate shot of filling every weight class this year, again, in the individual tournament, I think.
They really do, and it'll be important that they do because team points in the state tournament are tough to come by. So you need all 14 wrestlers to show up and get qualified. And if you can pick off a couple of matches, a couple of team wins in the state tournament, it's huge for the team scores. So that is definitely the goal, is to qualify all 14. Definitely more than capable of doing it when you look down our lineup, and again, they've won tournament after tournament, and we've had some injuries to a lot of our varsity guys. We've had sicknesses with our varsity guys, and to steal a phrase from Bob, I mean, it's kind of that next man up mentality that Sturgis has, and they all come in and compete, and they are not afraid. So
that region tournament is just around the corner, so we're hoping all our Scooper wrestlers, girls and boys, stay healthy as we close into those region tournaments. If you can believe it, we're almost to February, and the state tournament is on the way here at the end of February in Sioux Falls. So you're going to make the trip over to the eastern side of the state for coverage this year.
That's right. Yep. We're going to head over to Sioux Falls and call it from there. So that'll be great.
I think it's going to be, the wrestling tournament is one of the biggest events in the state every year. I think this year's no exception. It's going to be a fun one this year.
Yeah, it will be. Yep. And I've been in that venue, that Sanford Event Center. Yep. They do a great job over there, and just having that many wrestling fans under one roof is just a ton of fun to go and watch. So
a lot of our Scooper girls here tonight will be getting forfeit wins, including your own Lily Gloat. She'll get the forfeit win here tonight at 125 pounds. And I'm sure you've talked to Lily quite a bit this year about the season. How has the season treated her? How is she looking at the season so far for her?
Well, she's done a really good job. She started out the season, winning several matches and getting caught and pinned, and so some of them early on weren't going her way, and she is it's kind of been a mind reset.
But
and
you learn from those.
Yep, you learn from those, and I promise every single wrestler goes through that. I mean, it's not an individual thing. That's everybody hits that at some point. Since then, she's turned it around. I'll talk on Lily just a little bit because I'm a little partial to that one.
Well, that's okay.
But
that's why I brought it up.
She went over to I'm going to forget the name of it. The Bride of the Monster is what they called it, and it was held in Presho. And her very first round, she drew the number 2 seed in the tournament and the number 2 ranked wrestler in the state. And Lily wrestled her so well. Ended up losing that match 1-0.
Oh my!
And so she's there. She's hanging in there. The very next week goes up to Hardin County and gets an opportunity to wrestle the number 4 ranked girl in the state, and Lily pins her. And so there, then you'll turn around and wrestle some other tough matches, and things don't go that as well that way. But she's right there. She's able to be in the mix and in the talk. So we'll see how the rest of the season treats her.
Absolutely. For you viewers on Live Ticket TV, you are watching. These are the Scooper wrestlers that are getting declared the winners tonight in the forfeits. Eleanor Jacobs at 130, Brooklyn, of course, at 135, Anya Jules at 140. Shelby Worlinger at 145, Shaylin Stewart at 155, Riley Feisner at 170, Muriel Hagen at 190, Nora Bickett at 235, Jenica Leonhardt at 100, and Harper O'Day at 105. Our first matchup is Anna Lee and Annabelle Dighton of Belle Fourche, and we're underway in this first one in the girls.
Anna Lee's been having such a great season this year. Got into some great matches early on, and some tough matches that she came out ahead on, and she's just growing so much this season. There's a nice blast double from Anna Lee right down to her back, but rolls through to get to the belly. So 3-point takedown for Anna Lee. Goes right into that tight waist and looking for the left bar. She's got that arm caught, and she's looking to stack that up if she can, keeping the forward pressure. Doing a good job keeping that wing tight. She turns the shoulders of Annabelle. Referee's counting off back points. Great bridge by Annabelle all the way over, and Annalie just immediately takes that armbar right back over.
Had her there for a minute or a second, and then Dighton kind of fought it off.
Ends up just getting 3 near fall out of that whole deal.
Yep.
But so 6-0 Annalie with 52 seconds remaining in the first period. Again, she's working those that far wrist and an arm chop, keeping the forward pressure, making it hard for Annabelle to gain any ground and getting away. Gets a near half, and that far bar tilts her over again, looking for the pin here.
Oh, waiting there, she got it. Yep.
There it is. There it is. We get to a little dead air spot there. Sorry, everybody.
Okay. 1:25 it took her. So Annalie Pearson gets the pin.
Excellent pin from Annalie.
Yes. Scoopers lead 72-0, and if you're just tuning in, you're like, did I just miss a whole bunch? Nope, we had a lot of forfeits tonight. We'll have another one coming up here next. This is Cadence Hand. She'll be declared the winner on forfeit at 115 pounds. And we'll have one more match left here in the girls, and this is Nevaeh Peters. Always fun to watch. She's going to get Jasmine Reeson of Belle Fourche, and this is for 120 pounds.
Right. And I'm not sure if these two have met yet or not.
I'm not sure if they have either this year.
But Nevaeh is doing a good job. She's growing a lot this year as well. Her motion on her feet, as you can see her moving around, she's and then interested in keeping control of those ties and those wrists. She'll get heavy on the head and look for a snap down a lot of times, which is what you're seeing right now. Looking for that snap and trying to score from there. Snap it down again, try and get that go behind. Jasmine doing a good job continuing to face her, but Nevaeh ends up getting that takedown.
Got a takedown there. Yep, that'll be 3.
Right to those arm bars in the front. She's looking to, they call that a Blair ride. If she can just pull that right arm, keep it tight to Jasmine's chest, and then walk over her head, she'll be looking for near fall and possibly a pin.
Trying to get that, yep.
Jasmine doing a good job fighting that off. That's a tough ride that Nevaeh is running there. Referee's going to stop the match for potentially dangerous
situation there. Yep.
Going to protect those the wrestlers' joints, shoulders, elbows. They can get tweaked a little bit. So good job by the referee stopping that and getting a fresh start. And away we go with 58 seconds remaining in the first period. Nevaeh up 3-0 here. Great pressure on the top. Gets that left chicken wing, far right bar. Should keep that forward pressure, drive her right over the top of it. There's a 45 degrees pass on the shoulders, getting near fall as we speak, and there's the fall.
So 2 pins for the Scooper girls in their 2 matches here tonight, and they both come in the first period about the same amount of time.
Yes, very good job with that pin. The Scooper ladies, because of all those forfeits and the 2 pins, end up winning this duel 84-0 tonight.
Yep, they only have the 2 wrestlers in the varsity. Belle Fourche has a larger girls varsity squad, but they do have their own tournament, I think, starting tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe they could be resting some of their wrestlers tonight.
Yep, and that is entirely possible. Yep. They've got one of the best wrestlers in the state at 100 pounds in Kyra Vandenberg. She's been phenomenal this year.
A favorite to win the state tournament this year.
I believe she's definitely got a real shot at it. Jenica and her have battled throughout the years, and Jenica's come out on top of that matchup in the past. So we'll see how that goes moving forward.
This is one of our JV matches here. We only have a couple of them, Greg. So they're going to wrestle that one right now.
Yep, going to wrestle one kind of in between the boys varsity, and then this will be the final match. I believe this wrestler from Belle Fourche is going to get another opportunity at the end of tonight's duel, so he can get a little bit of rest there. But quick takedown.
And it could be a quick one.
Oh, man.
Boy, he had a great takedown.
That was a quick takedown, goes right into those arm bars, and Sturgis is just so good at running that Blair ride.
And there it is.
Getting their opponents into that position. You'll see that a lot throughout the evening. Great win there.
Yeah, not even a minute into the contest in that JV.
Eli Brogdon there with a decisive win. So
the Scooper girls get the 78-0 win here, and we're going to get the boys duel coming your way next up here now on the Big 81 KBHB. And if you're listening along, you can watch on Live Ticket TV tonight as well. So we're going to get a quick timeout in here before we get you ready for the boys varsity. That's coming up next here on Sturgis Scooper Wrestling on the Big 81.
When you do your grocery shop.
Great news. I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
First match is underway, and this is at 120 pounds. Tyler Baldwin is taking on Teeden Humble of Belle Fourche.
And Tyler's had just such an amazing year. He's 30-0 on the year, so just amazing. He got the quick takedown there and cut Teeden loose, looking for another takedown, which you just saw a quick go behind. Now up 6-1 with 1:15 left in the first period. Tyler's season has just gone as well as you could possibly hope. There's a quick roll through tilt, looking to get some back points. Referee counting 2, 3. It got to 3 count. That's going to be a 3 near fall if Tyler breaks this hold. But it looks like he's just going to go right into a quick switches off to kind of a chicken wing and far wrist, and going to stack him
there
right
he
up.
got it. Yep, stacked him up. Yep.
Quick pin there for
And
Tyler.
that was a quick one. Tyler is one of our former Athlete of the Week winners this year, and for good reason. And he just showed it there. And I think he's getting stronger as we head into the postseason here too. And that's great to see from Tyler.
Yeah, he's just continuing to improve, and that's saying a lot from a returning state champion. Yep. You know what I mean? And
I
so
think Floor Wrestling had him at number 1 this week still.
Yep,
in the
I think so.
Yep.
Coming up here, it looks like Tarver Zabrowski,
yep,
one of our seniors.
Tarver. He gets Dylan Park of Belle Fourche, and this is for 126.
Tarver coming in, clubbing and ripping that right side underhook. Dylan trying to come with a throw. Tarver drops down to the legs, and Matt returns. Quick 3-point takedown and into a quick ride, and out of bounds they go. 3-0 with 1:42 remaining in the first period here for Tarver.
That was quite a takedown he had there. They kind of tumbled out of bounds after he did it.
It was a good takedown. Yeah. Wrestling is an aggressive sport, and
sure is.
There's not many that are more aggressive than Tarver. So
yep.
he does a good job with that. There's a solid tight waist, and he's working that right arm bar. See if he can get that left wrist tied up. He's going to switch off to the left side half and pull him back over the top and stack him right up over the top of that half. And this
almost had him there. Yep. Not quite yet. Now he does.
Count near fall. Good fight by Dylan, but that's a tight hold. Fought that off well. Referee's sitting there holding at least 3 near fall. Can't quite tell. Yep, he's got 4 near fall. Referee stops the match because Tarver's headgear came off.
Yep.
So it's going to be 7-0 Tarver Zabrowski, with 1:05 remaining in the first period here.
Got to credit Dylan. He was fighting off every effort that Tarver
that was a tight hold,
there.
So good job, Dylan, on fighting off his back there. Tarver shows the optional start, so he's going to try and cut him loose, and now he gives up that 1-point escape and goes back to work on his feet, looking for another takedown here. Good motion on her feet, digging that underhook again. Tries to throw that cow catcher by, can't quite get it. Well fought off by Dylan. Drops in on a high crotch and doubling off here. See if he can keep a toe in bounds. He did not. Out of bounds they go, so neutral.
Reset again, yep.
No points awarded there. That was a good reshot there by Tarver on that. All right. Take off. 35 seconds remaining here in the first period as they circle around. Feeling each other out. We'll see if he can create that motion that he had. And there's a quick shot by Dylan Park. Tarver fighting that off. Kind of whips him down into a front headlock position, gets around behind, 3-point takedown, gets that right side wing and the left side half. See if he can kind of sit him back since they're coming out of bounds. Going to stack him right up over the top of that half. The referee's going to stop that for potentially dangerous because those shoulders got a little bit in a compromised position. Tarver's up 10-1 with 10 seconds remaining in the first period now. We talked about this last year, and with the rule changes in terms of 3-point takedowns versus 2, 4 points in near fall versus the maximum of 3 a couple of years ago. It definitely favors the aggressive wrestler.
Correct. That'll end the first period, but a 10-1 lead here, so Tarver.
Dylan's going to choose top here. And that could be, we'll see. Dylan may be a great rider, and maybe he can, maybe rides legs or something like that, but off of the face, it looks like, Tarver's taken him down a few times and rode him well and turned him, so I think you just try neutral and on bottom has not been working, so let's try and go on top and see what we can do there, is what Dylan's thinking. Tarver trying to rebuild that base and create a little bit of space there with his hips and working on hand control. Pops that head off the mat really well, steps out with that outside leg, keeping that right side hand control. Hip heists away. Dylan kind of gets in on a reshot with that double leg. Tarver trying to fight that off. He just got to get a little separation to get the escape point. As it is, Dylan still in control. Tarver
tumble out of bounds again.
Whips him out of bounds,
Yep.
but as they went out of bounds, we're going to see no change.
Yep.
So Tarver's going to
Yep.
be back on bottom. And
Dylan might have some fluid.
Yep, in that tumble something happened.
Yep.
I'm not sure
Yep.
if it was got a little blood in his mouth maybe as we go here, but injury time started for the Belle Fourche wrestler.
Yep, so we'll keep an eye on that. Tarver with that 10-1 lead, though. In our second match tonight here in this wrestling duel with Belle Fourche, Parker Graveman is up next. He'll get Preston Lake at 132 when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wonder if Dylan, he may have just gotten sick.
Not
sure if it's blood. I think that's why the trash can came out there. Although he may have taken a shot into the gut or something.
Yeah,
he looks okay, but I don't think it was blood.
That was a tough fall. You know,
Yep.
sometimes you get all that weight of your opponent right down into your stomach, and that's something that can happen in this sport. So they cut injury time. He's ready to go. Tarver drops down looking for that hand control again. And Dylan trying to create a little bit of pressure and hold Tarver down, see if he can hook up a pinning combination. Tarver is going to continue doing a great job fighting those hands. Hip heist away. Dylan's probably going to look for a quick shot, does not. Tarver fights that off, gets into that over-under situation. There's a quick drag and a heel trip for Tarver. So what was 11-1 after that escape
now
goes
14, yep.
14-1.
Yeah, he's closing in on the technical fall.
Tarver looking for a near side cradle.
There, he might get it, though.
Keep that toe in. Yep.
Yeah, you know, Dylan again, he fought it off. Dylan knew he was in trouble.
Fought that off.
And he was able to fight it off a couple times now from Tarver, who's almost had it.
Tarver does a nice job there with an 18-1 tech fall over Dylan Park. So those points came quickly and did an excellent job. So that's going to be 5 team points for the Scoops.
I'll give Dylan some credit. He fought off a very tough Tarver Zabrowski. Good win for Tarver.
All right.
Parker Graveman is coming up next at 132, and he gets Preston Lake. This is at 132. Coach Bob Habela, welcome to the wrestling match tonight.
Thank you, guys. I made it. It was a little slippery coming out of Rapid City tonight.
I'm sure it was a little slippery.
Coming down Nellie Street on the hill was even more
probably
exciting.
Even more slippery, I suppose.
Especially when there's a truck in the intersection.
Oh.
But made it through. We're good. It is wrestling.
It is wrestling. As Parker gets his second takedown here in the first 30 seconds of this match, he's up 6-1 right now. Popping up to his feet there is Preston Lake, but a quick mat return again for Parker. Parker's going to go ahead and turn him loose, give up that escape point. Heavy on the head, quick snap. We've talked in the past with Parker. His offense is incredible, and he can seemingly get takedowns at will. There's a deep underhook on the right-hand side. Parker's looking to try and get him to step in a certain way so that he can get that trip right there.
Got the takedown
straight
there.
To his back for another 3 points, and he's counting off near fall as we speak with 55 seconds remaining in the first period. Parker looking for the fall.
Parker's just about got it.
Good fight, though, from
Preston is giving up.
Preston.
Oh, there he got him. Yeah, Preston gave up a pretty good fight there for a few, but Parker was in a great position to finish that one off.
And Parker had him buried deep, guys.
Yeah.
It is so hard when you have that much time remaining and you're buried that deep to really hold out.
Yeah.
Well, we know Parker's just super strong. So to get out of those holds is going to be something. So another win for one of our seniors.
Now we'll get our first forfeit tonight, guys. Mason Hagan will get the forfeit win at 138. And it looks like Josiah Drummer will get the forfeit win at 144. He's on the mat right now if you're watching on live ticket. And then Trinity Thompson will get the forfeit win at 150. So he'll come out and get the win on the forfeit there on the mat.
Looks like Belle Fourche may have bumped somebody up so that Trinity could get himself a match on senior night.
Let's check that here. They just updated it, Greg. He is. He's going to get Colby Tibbs, 150. He is going to get one here. Good.
Very cool.
That's good. You always want to see a wrestling match, guys, not a forfeit.
That's right. And it's always good. You know, Josiah had caught the forfeit there. He's one of our seniors, and you know, they hate to do that on senior night. They want to get those matches in. So it's nice to see Trinity getting one tonight. Came out with a quick takedown there. Student section got into it. They're gonna help. they're gonna help Trinity out on that deal. Trinity doing a good job on top, keeping that top pressure, keeping him bellied out, looking for that near half. It looks like power half.
If you're just joining us, team score: Scoopers 29, Belle Fourche 0.
Belle Fourche with the escape
there. By Trinity, yep.
Trinity with a quick arm drag. Keeping in solid position, just stalking. Quick shot by Belle Fourche, and Trinity fights that off with a nice sprawl. He's got that left side whizzer coming around the free leg side to get around and get that go behind takedown. Very nice job. Tight waist, near arm bar. Trinity going to try and dig that out. All the while, he's got us distracted on that right side. He's digging that left side chicken wing in, making things real bad here if you're Belle Fourche.
And he's got a good position there on Colby. There he's got it.
Well done, Trinity, on senior night.
So on senior night, Sturgis Scoopers go up 35-0 at Belle Fourche. Gentlemen, is this a forecast what we're going to see at the state tournament, or are we talking too soon?
Well, that's the hope. No, I mean Sturgis is as hot as they've been. So you know, they're looking to keep that momentum going forward, and you don't want to look too far ahead. We've talked just a little bit about that in the early broadcasts, and Sturgis' goal first at regionals is going to be qualifying all 14 of these wrestlers. They'll focus on that and then let state fall where it may.
Jay Sturman wrestling next, guys, at 157 against Riley Dighton of Belle Fourche.
And Riley Dighton coming in with good pressure there, ended up getting the takedown on Jace. He's got that left side leg right in, trying to tilt the hips. Jace doing a good job trapping that near arm. It's going to cause a stalemate. We're going to restart in the center here. Riley up with a 3-0 lead with 1:27 remaining in the first period. Jace getting set on bottom. Riley on top. Quick inside move there by Jace, fighting the hands. Riley hooks up that far side cradle. Jace is going to have to fight those hands, look to maybe get that lock broken.
And there he goes.
Almost goes all the way through. Jace fighting that off really, really well, but that cradle's tight. He's got to fight those locked hands. Keep working that shoulder so that it stays off of the mat. Keep kicking. 57 seconds remaining in the period here.
That's a long time to be in a cradle.
It is a long time. Jace is putting up a heck of a fight.
Yeah,
but
he's trying to get out of it.
Belle Fourche trying to tell the referee that is a pin.
Jace is
Jace is really fighting it. Yep.
Is doing a really good job trying to keep that up. 30 seconds remaining to see if he can do it.
There, he got it. Yep.
That's a bummer, but that was a tight cradle.
That sure was a tight one. Yep.
Jace comes up just a little bit wobbly there.
Yeah, he kind of did a little bit. Well, you know, he was in that cradle for quite a while.
Yep.
So
Belle Fourche, to fight that off.
Belle Fourche comes off 0. They go 35-6. Scoopers on top. You know, Belle Fourche has quality wrestlers. They just don't have enough of them.
That's right. I mean, Belle's got some good kids, no doubt.
All right, Evan Jules next against Kobe Bowden of Belle Fourche. This is at 165.
Evan, another
on live ticket.
Evan is another one of our seniors here, so we'll see if we can come away with another senior victory. There's a quick snap down, looking to get that go behind. Bellies him out. He's got to break that lock around his leg, get around behind. Good job standing up out of that if you're Belle Fourche. Still no takedown. Reshot by Evan, doubles off. See if he can keep him in bounds here. Tip him off to a hip.
Yeah,
keep that toe in.
Yeah, trying to keep that toe in bounds. Let's see if they just kind of get into a stalemate here, though.
I think that's probably what we're looking at
here.
There
they go out of bounds.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, sometimes you have to go out of bounds, reset, start over again.
Yes, and they'll call you for stalling if you're fleeing the mat, but there's a difference between that and knowing where you're at on the mat. Right. If you need to just step out and get a reset, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just smart wrestling. So.
And as we know, sometimes out of bounds can be a matter of inches. Just ask the Los Angeles Rams. They will tell you on the last play of the game, it was a matter of inches.
That is a fact.
This matchup scoreless so far, guys. We're a little more than a minute into the first period.
Scoreless. Had a nice little scramble that took a little bit of time. Evan doing a good job trying to get those hand control. There's a nice blast double. Man, well fought off though.
Had that. I don't know. He had that toe in there, and then they kind of both went out of bounds, so they'll reset again.
It was nice. Colby fighting that double off of Evans. He's gotten in on that deep a couple of times and fighting that off well. So there's a quick arm drag and into a single. He's got Evans' right leg up. Evans trying to fight that off. Got the head. He just needs to stomp that leg down, fight the hand, stomp the leg. Keep your balance. This is a tough spot to be in, but you do not want to give the takedown up with 10 seconds remaining in the period. Yeah, nice work.
There,
got that
foot
back down.
And he did. He did a good job.
That's a tough spot to be in, but you do not want to give up the takedown with short time like that.
Scoreless first period and pretty evenly matched here at 165 between Evan and Kobe.
That's right. It's going to be a great match. Belle Fourche's choice here. Kobe chooses down, so he'll get set on bottom.
Well, we've said this before that you have to, Greg, get out there as quick as you can if you're on the bottom, correct?
Yeah, there's different philosophies. Some people like to sit down, try and get hand control, and then get that escape. I'm a big fan of just having that really good first move and popping right up to your feet and getting out of there as quickly as possible. Sturgis scoopers across the board are just really, really good on their feet. So I mean, why would you not want to be there?
Right.
Yeah.
But Evan does a good job bellying Colby out here, trying to get him to open up so he's looking to kind of get that right side armbar in there.
Belle Fourche now picks up a stall warning.
Evan lets him build up to his base, but he's got that right side bar now, looking to walk that over his head, tilts him. Referee counting off near fall.
Counting it down, yep.
Good readjustment there, kind of losing that left arm, so readjusts, comes back over the top, switches off into a near side or a right side half, and fought off well there by Colby. 4 points near fall for Evan though. Nice tight waist, and he's looking for that kind of a head lever on the right hand side. Colby comes to his feet. Evan cuts him loose. 1 point escape. It's 4-1 now. Quick low single attempt. Fought off well again by Colby. They're circling the mat and doing some hand fighting here, trying to feel each other out. Colby's got some good shot fakes, so quick high crotch attempt
and another one.
And a reshot by Colby. Gets in on that double head between the legs, comes up in the waterfall position, tips Evan down off to a hip. Now, if you're Evan, you can't lock your legs, so you can't touch your heels together. That's going to be an illegal move. So he's doing a good job staying in the legs and keeping that pressure on, and he's just looking for a stalemate. But the referee will probably let this go for the next 5 seconds as time's getting ready to expire in the second period. Well done by Evan there.
So explain the rule, Greg. If you lock your legs in that position, that is illegal?
It's an illegal move. It's it's very, I mean, it's not like a full Nelson, but the same thing. You can't have a full Nelson. That's an illegal move for the safety of the wrestlers. And that when you lock your legs around a head and neck area, you can create an amazing amount of undue pressure. So that's been deemed an illegal move there as well. So you got to be really careful not to lock that up. Evan chooses bottom, and Belle Fourche. Colby ends up with a near side cradle. Evan gets to roll through it though. He's going to see if he can break that lock. Keep an eye on that defensive pin. Colby still has control here. Breaks the lock. Evan comes out on top of that. 2 point reversal. Referee counting near fall. Oh. And Evan's got to be real careful to keep his hips on top here and not. Now here you can scissor your legs around the body. You can't do that around the head and neck.
Gotcha. And again, for safety reasons.
Yep. Evan doing a good job, referee, holding out four near fall points there. Evan cinches up a half, but Colby doing a good job fighting that off. The near fall is there. The referee just hasn't awarded it yet since the hold hasn't been locked or hasn't been broken yet. So,
correct. You got to allow the wrestler try to get the pin.
Yep. While he's still on his back, those 4-point near fall will stay kind of in the ready position. So we're either looking for a fall or we've definitely got 4 points near fall locked up. So if Evan can get this pin with 35 seconds remaining in the third period. Keeps making those little minor adjustments, trying to sit out. Basically keeping that right shoulder of Colby up a little bit too high. Needs to elevate the head. There's that pin.
Yep. Had 20 seconds to spare to pull that off, and he did.
Very good job. Just kind of making little minor adjustments in that hold.
And it is always amazing to watch the meticulous wrestlers. They make little adjustments through the whole thing and end up getting the pin.
Yep.
So now the team score is 41-6.
Yep.
Sturgis on top. What do we got next, Gary?
So Gavin Werlinger will get the forfeit at 175, so he'll get that win. That'll add to the score.
Gavin's had a great year as well. It's unfortunate we're not going to see a match for him on senior night, but he's entered several tournaments as the #1 seed, so he's right up there. And
it looks like Zoel Arian will get the forfeit tonight too, so we won't get to see Zoel wrestle tonight. He'll get that win. And we will get a look at Kelson Dirk here tonight, fellas, at 2:15, and he'll wrestle Dylan Streeter from Belle Fourche.
So that moves the team score. Scoopers 53, Belle Fourche 6.
Yeah, Gavin and Zoel, a couple of really fun wrestlers to watch, but they won't get the wrestle tonight. They'll get the forfeit win, but.
And, of course, we'll get Kelson Dirk. Of course, his brother Payson was a very good wrestler.
Very good wrestler.
And rodeoer.
Absolutely, he was. He was a multi-sporter.
It comes to him naturally.
Kelson just seems to, I don't know, he kind of create a little bit of fear in his opponents.
He's a good creator on the mat. He is.
He is. Yep. He does a really good job. The quick little duck under and.
Yeah, he got the quick takedown, 3 points.
3-point takedown. Looks like as they enter the center of the mat here again. Get Dylan all set in that bottom position. Kelson has shown an optional start. Drops down and trying see if he can get a near side cradle. Dylan doing a good job not giving that up, but the first time.
And that's deep. That's it.
Yep.
That was
quick takedown for Kelson.
In that deep, there's not a whole lot you can do when you're on the bottom.
No, and I've played around tied up with Kelson a couple of times, and that grip that he's got will just about break your arm. It's he's incredibly strong, incredibly fast. He's such a fun wrestler to watch.
All right, Tice Uherka will get Lucas Tunziger now of Belle Fourche. This is 285, guys.
The battle of the big boys.
That's right.
Right now, Sturgis Scoopers 59, Belle Fourche 6.
These guys coming out strong ties right away, and Lucas is strong. I've watched him the last few years, and he's from Belle Fourche. He's really strong and kind of compact. He uses his leverage well. So Tice doing a good job getting out of that double underhook hold that Lucas had him in as Lucas's headgear pops off. So they're going to stop the match and get that restarted so they can get the equipment failure.
And we've talked about this before, guys. In the heavyweight, you're not going to see a lot of single leg shots or anything like that. It's mostly wrestling on top.
Yep.
We're going to see. It's definitely a different style. So you're going to see a lot of what we call pummeling, trying to get your arms inside, like those underhooks and keeping inside position. Lucas looking for that throw, Tice sags his hips there a little bit and comes down on top of him. Lucas, this is a spot for Lucas where he needs to know where he's at, because Lucas's feet are what's keeping him in bounds right now.
If he gets his feet off the mat, he will be out of bounds.
Tice looking for that fall.
Oh, he's so close. Yeah, and those feet, if they come across.
4-point near fall after the 3-point takedown by Uherka.
The Belle Fourche wrestler,
so close.
I don't think he knew he was that close to the out of bounds.
And that's just it. He probably couldn't tell. He probably knew those feet were, in that vicinity. But you guys are right. All you had to do was move those feet a little bit.
And mat awareness is just a real thing. But in the heat of the battle, you sometimes lose track of where you're at.
And you've got 285 pounds laying on your sternum.
That make you a little frantic.
You always don't think about where your feet are at that point.
No.
Tice taking care of some blood, so a little injury time out here.
So let's talk about what's coming up. The next match for the Scoopers will be regionals.
We've got the Belle Fourche tournament tomorrow.
Belle Fourche tournament tomorrow. Yep.
Tomorrow and Saturday, Belle Fourche tournament. It's always a good tournament. Lots of teams showing up for that. So.
I think we have one more home duel, don't we? I was thinking, or maybe this is our last one. Must be the last one with senior night.
Right. I think this is the last one.
Yep.
We're just talking about how fast this season's going.
It sure has.
We're going to wind up with Belle Fourche, and then you end up with the state duels, regional tournament, state.
And then the regional state.
It's.
The Belle Fourche tournament, though, that is a very quality tournament. You get a lot of good schools from North Dakota would come down for that, and we're talking good quality wrestlers.
Yes, no doubt. And they come from Wyoming and South Dakota and North Dakota. Quality kids across all three of those states. So referee stops the match again because we got a little bit more blood.
Yep, Tice and Lucas, and like it's Tice again. He'll have to go back to the sideline here.
But yeah, that Belle Fourche tournament can really, I've seen some of my favorite matches I've ever watched have come from that tournament.
Well, and you get to see different styles. And for the Sturgis Scoopers, I think that's important. They're going to be going at state tournament against some of these East River schools. They haven't wrestled them yet. Different style of wrestling. You'll see some of that at Belle Fourche.
Yeah, no, for sure. A lot of times these local tournaments, you end up seeing kids that you've seen over and over and over, as we kind of come down to the tail end of this season. But they're gonna get an opportunity to see some kids they haven't yet, and boys will be looking to continue their dominance, and but one step at a time. They wrestle the matches for a reason, so they got to keep their heads down and keep grinding. Tice is set to go again. Referee starts the match. Tice keeping good top pressure, trying to work that left side bar. Lucas doing a good job at keeping his base. Hard to do anything if you can't break your opponent down, so Lucas doing a good job there. There, pops down to the belly. Tice working that near side power half. 9 seconds remaining in the period here, so as time expires, this is probably where we're going to end up, but 7-0 at the end of one for Tice Uherka.
And a long period for Tice. He had to take a couple of timeouts there for a blood problem, and now we'll go period two.
Belle Fourche had the option there and chooses to go neutral. So back on our feet we go. Lucas got a nice little slide by. He digs that underhook really well. Tice hanging on the head right now, keeping good head pressure, trying to wear Lucas out a little bit. See if we can keep that same. They were very aggressive in that first period. Let's see what that looks like in period number two. Tice with that right side underhook. Lucas can throw, which is what he attempted there when Tice came down on top of him, but he's dangerous. If anytime you get a wrestler that can throw, it can change a match in a hurry.
Oh.
And Lucas coming in a little strong there. The referee's going to stop the match, say that Lucas headbutted Tice, and that's going to be one penalty point.
Does that have to be an intentional move on the headbutt?
Yes. I mean, it's just that strong, aggressive move in. It's not always like head back, head forward type headbutt that you're seeing. It's not a bar fight. But if you come
it's not
in
like
strong,
the WWE where you're throwing folding chairs and
right.
headbutting people.
If you come in really strong, just head to head without trying any sort of contact with your hands, that head to head is going to get called every single time.
And of course, with the new concussion protocols, they take an extra look at that.
Yep, and they're gonna take each one of those headbutt calls seriously. Whether sometimes action just dictates that heads come together, but in that case, he just came in too strong with his head and got called for the point. Tice back out there. Digs that underhook. Ooh, pummeled in really well by Lucas. Got out of that tight underhook of Tice. Looks like that.
We got a blood timeout, it looks like.
Another one. Yep, this will be the fourth one for Tice. He's having a heck of a time.
Just can't. I don't know if he's got a cut on top of his nose.
That could be. It might be a cut. Yep.
Or if he keeps losing the cotton ball in the nose. Looks like maybe that's what we've got going on. Just a bloody nose.
Yeah. If you're just joining us, Scoopers are on top in the match, 59-6. So it's pretty much done, of course. But you still want to continue the matches, still want to get the experience out here, because every time you wrestle, you get a little bit better, I think.
No doubt. Well, and it's nice to see, like in this match in particular with Tice and Lucas, both of these kids will make the state tournament, so you're going to see each other. You're going to see each other, this weekend. You're going to see each other in the regional tournament, and if they can both qualify for state, there's a chance that you see them there. So, I mean, it's nice to get into these matches, see what your opponent's got, and kind of make some adjustments from there. Maybe moving forward, Tice won't get that bloody nose and kind of keep that's the other thing. Tice's conditioning is good. You know what I mean? He can go into overtime and run through.
Oh, he opened up right there. Didn't get it though.
There's another throw attempt by Lucas.
That's a nice throw.
Tice is able to again try and seg the hips, but he didn't land on top of Lucas that time. Lucas slides off to the side and ends up coming around behind for a 3-point takedown. 4 seconds remaining in the second period now. 8-3 is going to be the score going into the third period. Tice's choice.
So I like the aggressiveness of the Belle Fourche wrestler. He really goes at him, but then he also opens himself up sometimes when he makes that shot.
Yeah, no, he does. I mean, that was when you're down 8-0, you know you need to make a move at some point. And as we talked in previous broadcasts, that Belle Fourche's choice there to go neutral, if Tice doesn't allow a takedown, Tice wins that period, even though no points are scored, because Belle Fourche had that and had the choice, and they said, "We think we can take you down." Okay. So Lucas doing a good job keeping that pressure. He did take kind of a
3 points in there,
erratic shot, but came back with that throw and able to come back around behind, get that 3-point takedown. So
when you do a throw like that at heavyweight, you have to be careful, though, because like we saw earlier, if you don't time your throw right, you end up with someone who's 285 pounds on your chest.
Right
and
on
that
top.
cannot be good.
No, it is not. It is not a good deal if you. And usually in that throwing situation, there's nothing soft about it. It just comes right down onto your chest. So Tice chooses bottom, and Lucas goes optional start, tries for a near side cradle. Tice spins around, faces him. Lucas still in control here, no points awarded. Comes back around behind, looking for that arm chop. Tice just needing to step up that fighting hand control, steps up with that outside leg. Lucas breaks him back down. Outside leg stand up again for Tice. And bellied back out, coming back up into his base. So close to a couple of either escape or reversals there, but Lucas doing a good job on that ride, keeping Tice in that bottom position. So minute 17 remaining in the third period. Now Lucas is going to need to do something. He's down by 5, so he's going to have to come up with.
Do you think he dares release him and then go for the takedown?
I mean, that might be where he's at now with a minute remaining. Tice gets that 1-point escape. Now
escape,
goes up
yep.
9-3. So 6 points down. If you're Lucas, Tice is going to just stay in really good position here, stay in the center of the mat, make Lucas come to him. So heavy on that head if you're Tice, just nice solid position, stay out of those throws.
And Tice does not have a warning for stalling, so from a strategy standpoint, you could back off a little bit.
Sure. No, 30 seconds remaining. I think you just, again, you make, Lucas is the one that needs to score points here, so make him come at you. You can back off and stay out of these ties and just stay in a solid position. Just don't get caught here with 15 seconds remaining.
Yep, he should down to 4 seconds here, so you're right, and he maintained. And
yep, just a really well wrestled match there by Tice. Smart not committing too much. When you get back to neutral, you don't need the takedown there, so he did a nice job just kind of riding that period out and coming away with a win.
And give a lot of credit to the Belle Fourche wrestler. That would have, Lucas, he gave Tice everything he could handle.
he's a good wrestler. He's a really good wrestler.
Now Sully Sigmund will wrestle Jackson Lynch. Now we go from the heavyweights guys to the 106 pounds.
A little change of style here.
Yep, quite a change.
Just lost 179 pounds.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Sully tugging on that head, drops down to a low single. Gets that 3-point takedown. Got that left side tight waist. The chin drop, trying to lace that arm. And sorry, is it Jace that we're wrestling here?
Yep, he is. Jace Olson is. Let me see here. No, Jackson Lynch. I'm sorry. Jace is next.
Jackson Lynch did a good job there, getting out from getting that 1-point escape. But Sully's so good on his feet, gets that quick takedown again, up 6-1 with 1:20 remaining in the first period.
It amazes you at these lighter weights how quick the wrestlers really are.
Yeah,
they're so fast. They're so fast. Sully looking to cut him away, get that 1-point escape, and back to work on her feet we go.
If you're a radio announcer, you don't dare look away for a second.
Sully in on that high crotch, got his head in between the legs here. He's gonna sit him back, try and dump him off onto a hip, pop that head out, and get another 3-point takedown. As he did. Well done on that.
Well done by Sully.
Up 9-2 now with 45 seconds left in the first period. Got that Blair ride, going to try and run that over his head. Can't quite get it. Going to dig that left arm out. Gets the wing in on the left-hand side. Right side half, and as we've seen Sully do in the past, you can run that if you got the left side wing and the right side half. You can run that either direction, either the half side or the wing side, or as we've seen Sully do a couple of times, just drive him right over the top of the head and go right over the top of it. So got that half cinched up really tight. There's a quick
pin.
ball.
Got the pin.
9 seconds remaining in the first period. Nice pin for Sullivan.
So that moves the team score. Scooper 68, Belle Fourche 6.
And now Tice at 113 will get Jace Olson.
And this should be the last varsity match, right?
Last varsity matchup, yep.
We should have one more JV match
and
following
JV
this.
match coming up, yep. And E.J. Brandt will get that final one at 132 at JV.
Tice has had a really good season this year. He's 23-10 on the season, just a freshman.
Just a freshman, yep.
He's found himself in some tough matches with those 10 losses. None of them came easy. I promise you that. And he's grown and just had a really successful year. He's been a lot of fun to watch.
And he's really come around the last part of the season. You've really seen him grow and mature.
Yes, he has. There's quick 3 points on that go behind. Breaks him down into that left side bar. Fought off well there by Jace. Tice cuts him loose for a 1-point escape. Quick shot. Blasts him off of the mat, and that is going to be a stalling call on Belle Fourche because anytime you can shoot and take a your opponent off of the mat, that's going to be a stalling call. So good job shooting him off the mat when he's on the edge there. Quick shot by Tice, fought off well by Jace. Another arm drag and reshot into a near side cradle. He's going to try and crunch that up and take that over. There's some near fall points. This is where your minor adjustments need to come in. You get, start making little adjustments, getting that shoulder inch down towards the mat, looking for the fall here. 52 seconds remaining in the first period, and that holds tight. See if you can get that left shoulder down. Little adjustments. There it is.
Yep.
Very nice win by Tice Dunn.
So Tice Dunn will win by a fall over Jace Olson. Team score 74 Scoopers, Belle Fourche Bronx 6. And now we go into the extras.
Yep, just got the one left. This is E.J. Brandt. So we'll watch E.J. Brandt get his match in here. He's going to do Jace Hiles. Now, Greg, Jace Hiles was the other JV who, this is his second matchup tonight on the JV.
That's right. They wrestled him right before the varsity duels started, and so give him a little bit of a break before this match.
Oh, great takedown.
That was a takedown.
Tough double. Lifts him up right down to his back. Very nice takedown by EJ. Switches off that far left.
And there it is. Didn't take long.
That was quick.
Left bar in the near.
Jace Hiles pinned twice tonight. He had a tough night, and he looks like he's injured.
Yeah, that was
got up a little.
Was a pretty violent takedown there by EJ.
Yeah.
But hopefully
he's all right.
Hopefully he's all right. You know, we don't ever want to see any injuries,
No.
but we do applaud aggressive wrestling. So well done there by Tice, and hopefully that young man's fine with those.
So E.J. Brandt will win that one over Jace Hiles. I think I misspoke earlier.
Oh, did I say Tice? I think I misspoke
so
as well.
EJ and Eli both got wins tonight in the JV. They were the only two JV wrestlers tonight because Belle Fourche just had the one.
So if you just joined us, the varsity won tonight, 74-6 over the Belle Fourche Bronx. We're going into the tournament tomorrow. We've talked about great tournament at Belle Fourche tomorrow, quality wrestlers coming in. But I got to tell you guys, you're starting to wonder. I know Sturgis Scoopers have a target on their back, but East-West, they win everything. They win tonight. If they win at Belle Fourche, they've got a lot of momentum going into the state tournaments.
They got a ton of momentum. And, you know, yes, they've got a target on their back, and they're going to get everybody's best shot. But the Sturgis Scoopers welcome that, too. They know that.
Indeed, they do.
You know,
Yep.
they're not afraid of what that looks like, and so they're gonna put together their best every single weekend. So we'll see how this weekend comes. And
of course, the regionals are coming up. So it's Belle Fourche, regionals, duels, and then the state tournament.
I believe that's right. It could it might mix. I'm not sure which.
My point is, though,
order.
the regionals are so important, fellas.
They are.
Because that's where you get your seeding.
That's where you and
that
determine who
is an
goes.
important part.
Yep.
No doubt.
Yep. Seeding is a big part when it comes to the state tournament.
And regionals are at
Pier, right?
Are they here?
Pier, I think.
Pier?
Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. You'd think I would know that as one of the coaches.
Or is it Rapid City? It might be Rapid City.
Well, I don't think it's Pier.
Okay, it must be Rapid City.
Because Pier is not in our region.
That's right. So it'll be this region. Yeah, probably Rapid City.
I'm guessing
it's usually
Central
Rapid
or
City.
Stevens.
Yep.
So the girls got the win tonight, too. 84-0 was theirs. They just had the two wrestling tonight. Anna Lee got the win, and Vea got the win. So congratulations on this senior night. And again, the Scooper boys get the win here tonight over Belle Fourche, 74-6. Gentlemen, it's been a great season. And we're getting ready to head into the postseason. And, of course, regionals, the dual tournament, and then the individual to wrap things up in the end of February. So hard to believe the season is done.
I was going to say.
Almost done. We got a month left yet. And interspersed in the first part of February are some regular season matches. Like you said, I think the Belle Fourche tournament starts tomorrow, correct?
Yes,
and I think it goes through Saturday.
Yep.
So we'll keep our eye on that, of course, get you all the complete results once that is done. Guys, we'll wrap things up here. Thanks so much for being with us. We sure appreciate it.
And, you know, we're going to have the golden voice of Greg Gloat At the state tournament?
That's right.
I'll be
he's
there.
going to go out there and he's going to report for us for the state tournament and keep us updated on how things are going over the 3 days of competition.
That'll be great.
It's been a pleasure, gentlemen.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on out.
Yeah, I'm glad I made it out tonight.
I'm glad you made it out and you tackled the hazardous conditions on the roadways.
I did.
We're glad you made it here safe. All right. For Greg Gloat, Coach Bob Havel, and Gary Matthews, have a good night, everyone.
And make plans to attend the Slit and Angus production sale Monday, February 9th.